Guys, this is Gracilis by Fitness, and I'm filming in the bathroom for just the intro here, just because the kids are running around the house playing darts and stuff, so it's a little bit loud, and got a few things to do before I move out into the garage and actually get started. I want to touch base on kind of what's going on with my leg. So you can see quite a lot of bruising down all the way in down to my leg, and actually goes into my ankle as well. Pretty heavy around here. That all started a week ago today. Today is August, I think 13th. At any rate, so I was out with the kids down by the water, and there's this like floaty raft thing that the kids can all play on, and it's anchored down. I was standing on it and was going to go jump off of it, and my foot slipped out from underneath me and kind of shot backwards and out to the side. And of course I started to fall, and I felt this very loud, pronounced pop right in my groin, and instant pain. Felt like kind of somebody was sticking me with a hot poker, and it actually kind of took me a minute to catch my breath even, and whatever. So within 48 hours, it looked like this. And then within 48 hours, it looked like this. And then about 72 hours, you can see it looked like this. And then, of course, you guys have seen just what it looks like even just now, a week later. So I did have an opportunity to go see the doc. Saw one of the physicians on post. They took a look at me and didn't determine that there was any kind of a hernia or anything like that. Because my primary concern when it happened is I knew that I tore something based on the sensation and and the swelling, and then of course the bruising. So I knew that I tore something. My primary concern was, is this something that will require surgery? Either some kind of a hernia or some other issue, or did I damage something enough where a surgical intervention is even appropriate? And the thing that I was most afraid of, and the thing that I recommend to all you guys, is that when you do have significant injuries or something happens, the biggest concern is to get checked out in a timely manner to be sure that surgical intervention isn't the correct course of action. Because if you don't get checked out immediately, you really kind of lose that window of time where surgery it becomes less and less successful the more that you wait, basically. So in terms of the times that I tore my bicep, obviously that required surgical intervention because I tore tendon from bone, and in order to kind of restore proper function or have proper function, we needed to be able to kind of correct that. In this particular case, the muscle that we believe is torn is the gracilis, and so the gracilis is this. Just kind of give you a little bit of information about it. It is kind of a stabilizer muscle, but one of the smaller muscles in terms of overall priority and whatever. In fact, what I've been told is that when people have knee injuries and things like that, often it's the tendon of the gracilis that they'll use to harvest to make repairs and things like that. So there are plenty of people that live without it, and it appears that I completely tore mine off the ischial-pubic ramus, and so obviously quite a lot of bruising and bleeding, and so it looks quite horrific. Obviously a week now later, it's kind of all that blood is dissipated and whatnot, so it doesn't look quite so bad. But the only reason why I mention all that is because that's right where the attachment point is right on that ischial-pubic ramus, which is right up in your crotch. So pretty strong indications, and then obviously you can see that pattern going down, and then even down to below the knee, which is kind of a pattern for the gracilis. That's where the gracilis goes down and attaches. So think that we obliterated that. Anyway, huge story about kind of what's going on and what we're going to do. I'll also go in for some imaging just to verify that our suspicions are correct, or if there may be something else going on. But by and large, the indication for this is just going to be, or the course of action for this rather, is going to be just kind of rest, recovery, take it easy, let it heal. So I put out a video earlier about some deadlifting, and it got kind of me having that itch. So I want to go out in the garage and do some training. So that's what I'm about to go do right now. Rocking my Deadlift Till I Die shirt, and always trying to rep those guys. Love that brand. And yeah, gonna go out in the garage and see what I can do and see how moving around feels. And yeah, I don't know how that'll go, but I'll give it a whirl. Remember, guys, no matter what it is you think you can't do, like train when you have torn muscles and things like that, you know, get in there and train despite. There's always a way to get around it. You either find an excuse or you're gonna find a way. Anyway, guys, that's it. I just want to give a little update for the injury and kind of what was going on, the story about what's happening with my Gracilis. I'm going to go out in the garage and do some training out there. And it sounds like it's going to storm too, so that'll be fun. Anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate you checking out the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for checking it out again, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.